Hey you folks, this is Chandran here, and today we're going to be taking a look at everybody's favorite tiefling, Karlach, and her little friend, and no, I do not mean Clive. The build I have in mind for you today is not a very complicated one, sort of like a certain someone we know. It's all about doing a shit ton of damage and not that much else, so I've thrown in a little something extra to make it a little more interesting. But we'll get to that later. First off, let's look at the build. Hey, with us. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? For level 1, we start with a level of Barbarian. Of course, Karlach. Our ability points are spread out like this: Strength 17, Dexterity 14, Constitution 14, Intelligence 8, Wisdom 12, and Charisma 10. If you want to be even more powerful in combat, you can lower the Wisdom and Charisma and up the Constitution a bit, but I prefer it being a bit more spread out like that. We are going for Animal Handling and Perception as our chosen skills. This means that we have 3 abilities keyed off of Wisdom, and the extra +1 is actually quite nice. And Athletics, of course, for going off of Strength. Going straight into our second level, it goes like this. You click Accept. It's just another level of Barbarian. For the third level, we actually have to make a choice. In this case, we are going to the subclass, and we are choosing Berserker. We do this to get access to Enraged Throw and the Frenzy ability here. These are a very powerful combo for what we're going to be doing, so we are definitely choosing Berserker. For level 4, yes, you guessed it, one more level of Barbarian. And for the feat, we are going to choose Tavern Brawler. Tavern Brawler, even though it doesn't say so in the description, allows you to place a single point in Strength or Constitution. We're going for Strength to get to 18. And then it gives you this amazing ability. When you make an unarmed attack, use an improvised weapon, or throw something, your Strength modifier is added twice to the damage and attack rolls. Extra +4 to damage is nice, but extra +4 to attack rolls is very strong. This almost feels like you have advantage at all times on Karlach, and she's going to be hitting a lot more than most other characters if you do like this. That's it for now, and then for level 5 we are taking yet another level of Barbarian. I told you this was a simple build, right? We are getting extra attack, and the way extra attack works is that you also can use it to throw 1 extra time if you want to, if you're using throw. So we get to throw twice with our normal throw and the extra attack, and then we get to do the enraged throw from Berserker, giving us a total of 3 attacks per turn, each with a very high bonus to hit and some quite decent damage. The items we are using for this build are, first and foremost, Returning Pike. This means that we don't have to fill our inventory with junk to throw at people. If you don't have this Returning Pike yet, get it, but otherwise, Tridents are good, Makeshift Spears are great, Javelins are okay, stuff like that. The Sparkle Hands is another very important item here. On a hit with an unarmed attack, the wearer gains 2 lightning charges. This says unarmed attack, but it also works when you throw stuff, maybe because it leaves your hand and you're technically unarmed, I don't know, but it actually works. While imbued with lightning charges, attacks against metal constructs and foes wearing metal armor gain advantage. Yes, once you're fighting those and you have the extra +4 to attack from Tavern Brawler and advantage on top of that, you're just not missing. We have the Ring of Flinging for a little extra damage. The wearer gains 1d4 bonus to throw damage. We have the Bow of Awareness just for extra initiative, so we can start early. Karlach can often take out 1 or 2 persons in her first turn even, depending on how weak they are. So having her start a little faster is quite great for you. For other interesting items, we have the Swiresy shoes. I have no clue how you pronounce Swiresy, I'm not sure it's a word. Refined Vaulting, jump distance is increased by 5 feet. If you combine this with Monster Slayer Glaive, you can have this equipped when out of combat, and then when you get into combat, you can simply throw your Turning Pike at someone, and then you will have the Returning Pike equipped for the rest of the fight without using any actions. You can use the jump distance is increased 5 feet on this one, together with extra jump distance from here, to jump very highly. If you use enhanced jump from your wizard on Karlach before the fight, she has an easy time getting up high. And do remember, when you throw items, you get an extra bonus to damage depending on how high you're throwing them from, because they hurt more when falling from up high, of course. So this combination allows her to deal a huge amount of damage, to be honest. You can sometimes deal with bosses in just a single turn, at level 5 even. For armor, we are just using whatever medium armor we have, the best one, just a simple scale mail +1 is fine. Lastly, we are wearing the silver pendants for the guidance. Karlach doesn't have any concentration abilities, so this is fine for her. So, I promised you a little trick, and this is it. First off, you find the Scroll of Summon Quasit. You learn it on your wizard. For me, this is Shadowheart. You can see my build for that if you want. It's up on the channel. You prepare the spell, and you summon this little cheeky Quasit. This will send you straight into conversation. You can just click through this conversation and leave as soon as possible. Then you go to Karlach. You go and respec her to get a single level of wizard. I've already done that here. Just cheated a bit, so to spare you the time. Then you go to take the conversation with shovel here. And I'm just going to click through this. What you do is you click 1 at every time that you can click 1. Unless you, for some reason, have read the Book of Necromancy on Karlach, but that seems unlikely. Once you've done this, you speak to shovel again. Now he's going to say this line with the spell shite. And now Karlach has her very own, let's see if we can find it here, under common. Find familiar, cheeky Quasit. You can now go and respec her again, and she will still have the spell. And so, you now have your very own level 5 Barbarian Karlach with her own summon Quasit familiar. And don't worry, Clive, you're still number 1. So, that's it for now. Thank you for joining, if you have been. I've been Sandron, and you've been awesome. Don't forget to do the YouTube stuff, and bye-bye.